The problem is after 650 clicks and $2,500, I don't have one new customer to show for it. The new way that demand gen will be counting conversions, I have very little warm traffic. I have more existing customers and counting them as better CPAs than my new customer only, which is not true.
Right.
So we have to just be mindful of the way that this is being presented. If you don't have data suite or if you don't have a CAPI import, all 16 conversions counted, we're all wrong.
Yeah, all wrong. For those of you who aren't familiar with this, demand gen is a YouTube platform specifically, and that has always been sort of the I assume you're using the YouTube demand gen part here. We didn't say that, but I assume that is the case. Yeah.
Yeah, you got YouTube, you have the feed. So you're using and then also GSP ads. So Gmail sponsored promotions are the three demand gen platforms. So you got Gmail ads,
right? Google
homepage feed, and YouTube.
So, well, we're talking YouTube on this one specifically. Or
this one, I'm only using YouTube right now. Correct.
Okay.
So there is no Gmail and there is no feed.
Got it.
So this is a YouTube video, a bunch of YouTube videos with PLA. So it's YouTube shopping that's running right now in demand gen. No TVs, only phone and computers and tablets.
So if, like, my point on this is that if we're largely blinded to the effect of YouTube to a certain degree, and this is, I have to assume this is new. Like I have not gone into this, but this is relatively new. Like this now gives you an idea, like to the age-old question of, are my YouTube ads actually pulling for me? Specifically demand gen. So this is positive.
It is positive. But if I saw a 153 CPA, which is within goal, my instinct would be to scale.
Yeah.
Now, we have not got one new customer from this campaign.
Oh, okay. Got it.
And it is showing by its own attribution a 153 in the last 14 days, where if I go over into my there we go. If I go into my non-brand shopping where I spent 115 grand this last two weeks, I'm getting a 184 on new only. With a 5-day time lag. So it's about 150 when we average it out. So demand gen coming in and saying like, yeah, I am actually getting better than your non-brand shopping on new customers only is a very dangerous game to play.
Okay. So how would you deploy this in an overall strategy with all the other campaigns that you have going on here in order to be able to scale and obviously get new customers? Because it doesn't seem like it's getting any new customers.
I spent $2,500 so far to get 3 clicks from my existing customers. So far, my actual trackable CPA is $840 for my own customers.
Okay. All right.
Each.
Got it. I see.
I have not yet. And I have, the amount of clicks is, I have actually received click wise, which is what I like. I'll just turn off segmentation so it's a little bit clearer to see. I have 654 clicks in this campaign that cost me $2,400. So my average CPC is $3.76. Oh, there we go. So I have 130,000 impressions.
The screen froze there for a second.
It's all good. 130,000 impressions, 654 clicks at $3.76 per click. So I spent $2,400, and what the platform is basically saying is I got 16 conversions at $153 CPA at a 1x return, which this is perfectly in line for my goal if I need to scale. We need to be under 300 on NCAC. But I can't, Google is not going to reflect any of our conversions or conversion actions. They are using their own attribution of conversion actions. So as we import, they're not showing up here. It actually can't show a click path, can't show anything. So on the 654 people who have clicked and those who have bought, we have 3 existing customers, 0 new customers, and my CPA on my own people is $800 each.
Yeah.
That is not a 153 and 16.
No, definitely not.
Now, did some people see the ad and end up converting anyway? Probably.
Sure.
I have over 3 years of videos and over $1.5 million in this spend that I already have videos out there with on demand gen, and they have not yet produced a scalable NCAC on new. One of the ways, and this is what actually kind of goes back to last week, we were talking about the difference between YouTube video action campaigns and the sequencing campaigns. Video action campaigns are designed to go warm. which is why this is also here. So all I want to do is this isn't necessarily groundbreaking, but you can see Google pushing into more of the meta style attribution.
Yeah.
The only reason why we
shocking, actually.
Yeah, I know. And the only reason why we exist here today is because that is not a great way to measure business growth.
No.
So we're seeing the platforms take another step into the, what I would say is wrong direction with the wrong intent.
So you basically saw this inside Google MCC and you're like, what the hell? I'll try it. I'll test 2,500, see what happens on the other side. And here's the results.
Yeah. And
like, this
Google
is part of an overall strategy that John says, yes, do this. You just tried it because you were curious more than anything.
Well, I mean, it's the only way you can run YouTube ads nowadays.
Yeah.
So if you want to run a YouTube campaign, you have to run demand gen. Unless you want to run a non-conversion base. And so it says, okay, so I'm using demand gen now. Good. I'm stuck in the new way. All right. And now demand gen says, yeah, I got 16 sales. YouTube's working again, guys. Maybe.
Magically, it's working.
Yeah. It's like, if you take, is it fair to say you have a CPA that if demand gen ever inserts itself into any portion of anyone's path, it takes 100% of the credit? Us, you and I, we understand this.
Right.
Does Sally's hair care understand this?
No.
Right. And so we have to look at those people. We have to look at the ecosystem by saying 99% of the users will believe this.
Yeah. You're like, well, it's in Google. Okay, it's got to be right.
Right. And when you hover over, it's like, hey, if we were in the path, they didn't click, but we saw that went to a sale. And then I said, okay, great. Are they new or returning? Well, 0 new, all returning.
0 new,
awesome.
all returning. Yeah.
That's kind of scary. I'm definitely not going to scale it. I'm actually going to pause this campaign so far. It has not had any sort of benefit that I can even see, even inside a data suite. It's like, yep, 0 new customers. I'm like, okay. So unfortunately, we have kind of a wall that we're going up against. But
so at the end of the day, like if you're going to use YouTube, it's sequencing. It was last week's show.
Yep.
Right. Is there any other way?
I mean, you can run this. This is working. Just you have to understand it is going to go to cold traffic, warm traffic. It's going to go to new customers, existing customers. It's going to go everywhere. But your job as a marketer, as an advertiser, as a person watching this, as a data-driven marketer, which is you use the data for your benefit. This is not data we can use. It is unfortunately another step in the wrong direction to essentially say, well, you're counting everything, so can I. And it's now just a tit for tat of attribution, which actually makes our job easier now because we're just still the singular source of truth. But it is if Meta or if demand gen went extremely cold like Meta does, I can absolutely see this being a viable solution. Right. Video action campaigns have been getting warmer. And this is all the way back in January where I started doing videos on this. My first test was January 8th to the 14th compared to the 15th to the 22nd or whatever it is. We can see that as we start to increase and decrease Meta, YouTube gets better and worse by 50% revenue, click attributed revenue. Right. So it is something that is kind of interesting that the new way that demand gen will be counting conversions. We have tested it, spent $2,500, saw how warm it's getting. And it is something that we simply have to take into consideration when we're thinking of our strategies as our omnichannel marketing strategy is deployed to say, hey, should we run YouTube? Our first thought should be yes. However, how do we measure? And if yes, how do we measure? We have to be mindful that these could be existing customers or warm traffic. Right now, I have very little warm traffic. I have more existing customers is going essentially to my database and be like, we want to buy again, and counting them as better, CPAs than my new customer only, which is also not true. Right. So we have to just be mindful of the way that this is being presented. If you don't have data suite, or if you don't have a CAPI import, or you don't have an import from clicks feature, it's I mean, all 16 conversions counted were all wrong.
Yeah, all wrong.